gets very hungry. So hey Daisy, you wave. Say hey. Well, welcome back. Today, whatever it is, and I think this will be the part 3. I was supposed to have it out a few days ago, but life has been pretty crazy. I'm on holidays, but it hasn't really felt like holidays with all the stuff that I've been doing. But anyway, we're gonna get back into this beauty. It still hasn't got a name, so if you wanna let me know what name suggestions you've got, then we'll take into account a few of those, and I guess, yeah, we can come up with a bit of a name. I want something pretty cool, but then again, I'm probably not going to name it for a while, so I'm not super worried. But anyway, I went and spent some money, and I've got a bit of gear, and I'm going to do some stuff today that I've been talking about for a little while. I'll show you some of the gear that I've bought. We have here a solar panel, so this will enable me to make the videos while I'm away. It's a fixed one, but I figure I can just lay it on the grass or something, put it somewhere. And I've also got this sine wave, put it this way, sine wave converter, inverter, whatever it's called. So that will let me charge the camera batteries while I'm away. I'm using a Sony a6500, and it chews the batteries. They're only these little ones here. I'm hoping that that's focusing. They're a 1080 milliamp 8 watt hour, if that means anything to you, but it just absolutely chews them. So hopefully with that set up with the solar panel and the second battery and stuff, I can charge the batteries up while I'm on the run. What else did I get? I got a spare fuel tank. I've been busy shopping, and I also got a new SD card since the one that I'm using fills up so quickly. I went and it was $24, and I just got this monopod thing. Don't know if it's gonna focus. But what I'm hoping is with this monopod, and I haven't looked at it or anything yet, but I'm gonna try and sort of mount it in one of these, in a rod holder. Because the plan will be, like when I'm fishing, if I'm ever doing solo missions or anything, I can put that in a rod holder with the camera on it, and it'll be a bit sketchy, and I don't know, I want to make sure it's in very, very tight and not going to jiggle around or anything, because I don't want to lose this camera into the ocean. But I figure that monopod might fit in one of those rod holders or something, and if I put something in there to make it tight, then hopefully it shouldn't move around too much. Got a couple of life jackets as well, and some other bits and pieces. So I'm going to do a heap of work on the boat today and tomorrow, and then the trip is on Friday, so we're not long now. And yeah, so let's get into it. So for this step, we are putting on this phone that I picked up this morning. It's just some basic sort of stuff. I figured I'd give it a try. It's not necessarily marine foam or anything, so I don't know what's going to happen. But if in a few months' time it looks crap, I can just rip it off and redo it. But I thought I'd give it a go, and it was only $20, and I figured if I stuff it up, then at least it doesn't really matter too much. But I've done a little bit off camera. I just sort of found the center and started putting some of it on. At least this will just give it a nice space to stand up here if you wanted to, or something like that. It is, it does sort of move underneath you, but it's not too bad. I think it's going to hold a person's weight anyway, even if you're just standing on there with one leg or something. So fingers crossed I can do a good job on that, because it will need to look good, otherwise it'll really stand out. So basically just get it started a bit, and then peel it back as I need it. I'm just really watching this edge here. That's the main thing I'm worried about, because I've got overlap here, and I can trim this later, but this edge, as long as this is dead straight with this one, no gaps, that's the main thing. So then I just push it right in. You can see that line there. Get it really well lined up. Just push really hard against where I feel the edge of the boat is. Because that's pretty much my guiding point. And then, whoop, peel it off, or might have to recut that a bit. Guess like the harder you press, the better. Having a really sharp knife would help, but that's okay. And like that. Alright. So that's this foam done here. As you can see, just got an old battery here, and I've pulled the guts out. I've just been playing around. I'm not an electrician by any means, and my knowledge is fairly limited to a little bit of sort of at-work stuff and car radios and things like that. So I've just been playing around. But the good news is that there is a working set of navigation lights. So I'm very happy with that. So I know where everything goes, and I'm very happy, and that's another part of the process ticked off. The winch is now on. This was from Waterski's warehouse. I think it was about 60 bucks or so, pretty cheap. So this will just save us having to pull the tinny up by hand, and we can just winch it up even if it's full of gear. So it's hooked in here, and then we'll just lock in there, and so that's all firm. And it's not going to come out. So right now I'm just using this contact adhesive. So you basically just use a little brush and paint it on both sides, wait for it to dry, and then you can stick it on and it'll basically never come up. You only really get one go, so you got to be quick. And the main thing I'm worried about is the carpet joins, which I've got good there. So I can slide it in now. And then just sort of push it down a bit. And that is on. So what I've done here, as you can see, I've just laid these tiles out. So under here is my casting deck. So I'm just going to stick all of the carpet tiles on and then trim it after. So I'll record that process so you can see. Obviously that one doesn't want to stay on. So this is the finished cast deck. So as you can see, I've got these 4 holes on it. And that's where the hatch is going to be cut out, so I'm just going to cut a little hatch in it and put some hinges so you can actually lift it up and access the storage space underneath. But I'm really happy with how it came out. So I've set the circular saw to what I hope is going to be, well, what I know is the depth of the ply. So my plan will be to sort of plunge it in and then cut along the line, cutting on the insides, and I'm going to tidy it all up with some angle or something after, but hopefully this works. So I ended up just using a saw, which is very blunt, old and rusty, just to finish those corners. So this is the part where you're going to see if I've stuffed it up or if that hatch has pretty much worked. Seems like it's just the carpet holding on. Hey, there we have it. So this will go at the front. This will be my storage hatch, so I'm just going to run some aluminium angle around the corners there, and then on that hatch with some hinges on the bottom, so that we can open it and put some life jackets and safety gear in there. Whew! Alright, that's going to do it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Let's restart that. It sounds dumb. That's going to do it for today. Thanks heaps for tuning in. I feel like I've got a lot done today. A lot of electrical, like cast deck in this back area to put the battery box on, all that sort of stuff. Like, I'm really happy to get all that done because I was just kind of getting closer to the date that I've got to have it done by, and it wasn't ready. But now that all that hard stuff's done, it's mainly just wiring and accessories and a little bit more painting tonight. So I should have a finished boat by tomorrow arvo, or I won't be taking it on the trip. So that'll do it for part 3, and I will have, I don't know if I'll do part 4 or if I'll just sort of show you the finished product just on the trip. We're going to go up to Noosa and we're going to stay at Tiwa Beach and do a bit of beach camping, hopefully get the boat on the Noosa River. If it's really calm, like I mean really calm, we might put it on in the ocean, like just straight out the beach, but I don't know. We'll see how we go. Like, it'd have to be pretty much no waves whatsoever, but yeah, we'll see. Probably just up the river for now will be fine. So I will see you in the next one, and hopefully we will have a finished boat that's not sinking, and it'll be a good weekend. So thanks heaps for tuning in.